The mindset is for me, is just still gotta come out and prove it every day, show everyone what I can do, um, and just last year is over with, and you gotta come out there and you gotta continue to show what you can do.
Is that important for the whole team as well, with expectation now, when last year faced zero expectation, but now people are talking about you in a positive way?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more, pressure, but I think it's a good type of pressure. That we did something well last year, but we got to build on that. And I think a lot of guys are coming in hungry, determined to go out there and show what we can do, and what we've been building off in this offseason.
Pierre, what motivation is the Kansas City game, the way the season ended?
It's one of those games that leaves a sour taste in your mouth because we didn't play as well as we wanted to. It's a game that I'll never forget, and a lot of guys will never forget. So it's just one of those games that's just going to be with you, and that you know that you were there, but you still have a lot of work to do.
So you try to learn from it.
Yeah, you try to learn. You try to get something out of it, and build for next year.
And Pierre, at this time last year, nobody knew what to expect out of you guys. Nobody knew when you got the quarterback that you turned out to be last season. Now it's the other way around. There seems to be a lot of expectations for this team going forward this season. How do you guys handle that, knowing people think you guys are capable of making a significant run?
I think for us, we just have to control what we can control. Our motto is just take it one day at a time, try to get 1% better. I think what helps is that we learn from our mistakes. We're starting 1-5, so we continue to build, and we just keep that same motto, just continue to get better each day, and just work on what we can control.
What did you do during the break this summer to train?
During the break, I trained back at home in St. Louis. I trained with just myself and one of my trainers, and I just try to focus on things that I need to work on. Hang out with my family, hang out with the kids, and just try to still continue to do football, but still try to involve family time as well.
Is that who you've always worked with?
Yes, Marty Martinez, Marty Robinson. I've worked with him since, I want to say in 2015, 16, just been working with him. It's real personal training, something that I like, where me and him can go hands-on, one-on-one.
Do you find it hard here to sort of not listen to all the hype you guys are getting this year? Do you think other players have more difficulty with that than maybe you or some of the older guys who have been through a lot of ups and downs in this league?
I think for me is I try to stay away from social media a little bit, try to stay away from the news. And
What about the young guys?
I think that's a little bit of an issue for them, just because how they were brought up and the social media aspect and everything is being so interactive with that. And we preach it, just try to not let the outside distractions get to you. Just worry about what you can do, worry about your job, worry about you committing to your craft, working hard, training, and the rest will take care of itself.
So your advice is don't listen to what you read and hear,
Yeah, absolutely. Don't listen to it, and just focus on what you can focus on.
but it's there.
It's there, but you don't need to listen to it. You don't need to watch it. You don't need to read it. You just get into your playbook. Call one of your teammates. Interact with them. Ask questions with your coaches. Just do something about your job. Different hobbies I do. I hang out with my kids, play basketball. There's a lot of things that you can do to just get away from the distractions.
But the increased expectations, I mean, that's a good thing, isn't it? I mean, that means people see something
Right.
here. So don't you sort of embrace the expectations?
Yeah, you can. I feel like the expectations are there because that's what they're there for. They have to say, there's some teams that are good, some teams are bad, but you have to just know that you have to continue to get better, and do not let those distractions get to you.
What do you listen to Frank and say 1-0, 1-0, 1-0? It gets old, but
It doesn't get old, man. I love Frank. He brought us all together. When we were starting rough 1-5, and that's a model that everyone is on board with, and that's what we got to stick to, and that's what helped us last year.
What is the danger of those expectations, the feeding into those expectations? What is the danger of that if you don't stay focused?
Those dangers of feeding into those expectations is that you get distracted on what you're trying to do. You worry too much about what people are saying about you, not worried about what you're trying to do and help your team. So it's just it can get out of hand, and then other guys are worried about, oh, someone ranked me as this, someone ranked me as that, or we're not ranked as this as a defense or offense or special teams. But at the end of the day, you have to know that you have a job to do, and that you have to continue to work for your team, and we have to work as a collective unit to get better.
You mentioned that 1 and 5. How nice would it be this year to not put yourself in that position? That was a hard climb.
Yeah, it was it makes things a little bit easier. But Frank got us through it, and there's always going to be some trials and tribulations that we're going to have to go through as a team. But we're a tight knit group, and we'll get through anything.
What do you like about this team? What do you like most about this team?
What I like most about the team is just the characters of the guys on the team. We have some great character guys, some hardworking guys that are dedicated to their craft, and guys that are willing to do whatever it takes. And that's whether that's being in a position that they're not used to, whether it's being on scout team, giving a look, or trying to mentor someone else, or pulling guys along. So we have a lot of great high character guys, and guys that you can lean on when the times are tough.
Pierre, do you think you guys will play a little bit more man coverage this year?
I think we're just going to play off of what we see fits as for our defense. We added a lot of key guys to the team, a lot of young guys as well. But that's what camp's here is for. You hear this, you try some things, see if some old things still work, and just take it day by day.
When you return the amount of starters you guys do and add some of the guys you mentioned, does that allow you maybe to do different things? Or last year it's kind of like, let's just run the system and go?
Yeah, I think adding those keys guys and those younger guys allows you to do different things. But for us, even throughout the year, we're just gonna do what we do best, and that's play our defense, not really worry about what the offense does, and just play ball.
Pierre, this style of defense that you play, I mean, one of the big emphasis is turnovers, and kind of puts you in position to create turnovers. Do you guys need more of those this year, you feel like?
I think we do. I mean, there's a lot of games where we could have been able to get the ball, but that goes with our practice. That goes with camp. You gotta teach those habits. You gotta create those habits in practice, and it's going to be except for one turnover a game, maybe 2 or 3. Just whatever opportunity we can get to give our offense the ball, give the ball in Luck's hands to be able to create something special.
Do you have one enduring memory from the Kansas City game, that experience?
For me, it's just that loss. That being in a position to be in the playoffs. A lot of guys don't get the opportunity to go to the playoffs, and just losing the game like that when you put so much work into it. It's a memory that for myself that's going to stay with me, that I know I needed to work harder, that I needed to get better, and that's why I came back with a mindset that I still have a lot to prove because, we didn't get it done.
What happened that day? Like in the months and weeks since then, when you guys were able to watch the film and figure it out?
We just didn't execute on all 3 phases. The game plan was to do what we do and try to limit, their explosive plays.
And they started right away.
And yeah, they started right away. But when you look back, it's just the little things. It's just the details, and that's what the game is. It's just focus on the details, and that's what we need to get better on in this camp. Is focus on the details. Start out faster as a unit, as a whole team, and put us in a better position for games.
Excited for that Week 6 game?
Week 6.
Excited for that Week 6 game? Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City.
I think
It's Week 6. What I'm worried about camp right now. So I was like, yeah, Week 6, absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's an opportunity to get back at them, and for me, that's going to be a game that to be able to hopefully get back those feelings that I had from when we lost in the playoffs.